Hey, good people. This is Rocky with Rocky's Reality, the #1 podcast for unfiltered and unapologetic culture, entertainment, and relationships. Tap in live Thursdays, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as I chat with some of the dopest artists, celebrities, influencers, entrepreneurs, and more. Make sure to catch us live Thursdays, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, YouTube, and Roku. See you soon.
Hey, I'm jamming to the intro.
Y'all don't listen. We into it already. Y'all, welcome to Rocky's Reality. I'm trying to keep my professionalism intact, y'all, but I'm here with my fellow fire sign. And y'all know I usually bring people on, but we just gonna bring her on, y'all. Yeah. She is act her, direct her, produce her, and also educate her in a way. Wendy Raquel Robinson. Y'all know her as Tasha Mack. Listen, y'all can go to the website if y'all want to read the full bio, but we just got to get into it. We can't waste too much time. So welcome to Rocky's Reality, Wendy Raquel. Just thank you.
Rocky, thank you. Look, from one Raquel to another one. I'm here. I love your energy, and I love that intro. I was just bump, 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 bump.
Okay, let's go. Listen, we do enough adulting around here. We gotta have fun when we can. So
listen, if we don't have that childlike energy, guess what? What's the opposite?
If you ain't living, you okay. We here. We ain't here for a long time. Only a good time. Okay. Exactly. So we got to make the best of it. And I have definitely in my mature age. I'm of a certain age now, and I love saying that with such confidence. Like, yes. But we are women of a certain age where we know now you can always earn more money, but you can't earn more time. Okay?
You cannot.
You better enjoy this as much as possible. So that's right. I just want to start by giving you your flowers. Okay. You are a legend in the business. I don't know if people realize you going on like 30, 40 years in business. Am I about right?
Right.
Yeah. So I just want to give you your flowers and claps and kudos for all that you have done and what you represent to the industry, Wendy Raquel. And I thank you again for gracing my platform. And I know ain't nothing but God. Right quick, you all. Both of us were having issues. And when her rep emailed me to say she running behind, I said, "Oh, that ain't nothing but God, because I'm running behind Jesus."
Wow.
We had to get through it, and we know that's what happens in life, right? It's the reality. So I want to thank you for being somebody who has persevered in this business.
Wow, thank you. And you really touched my soul with that one. I don't know why. I just received that, and I received the flowers. Thank you. Because sometimes, we're just navigating, we're just going through, and we're just passing through, but I have made it very intentional and to be very mindful to just stop, smell the flowers, and I do my gratitude affirmations every day, but it makes me even more mindful. So I receive that. Thank you.
Absolutely. You're welcome. And you're welcome. And I'm glad I could give it to you again, because I've always loved your work. I've always loved the characters that you've played. And I mean, look, I'm just a forever fan. Whether you own the big screen or the TV, always been a fan. I'm like, Wendy Raquel. I'm like, listen, y'all know she about to bring it. And then, of course, knowing that you are a Leo like my daughter, I'm like, I know she is. That's why she brings the thunder every time.
We a mess, but we the best. Ain't nothing like that Leo gang, baby. Ain't nothing like that Leo gang. I'm telling you now.
Because y'all take care of your family too, because I see how you love on your mom, and I just admire that, and you love on your people. So and I love how you allow your audience to connect with you otherwise. Now we're here to discuss her new film, you all, which she directed. Who's cheating who? We're gonna definitely get to that. But first, I gotta ask you. What? We definitely gonna get into that. But I just want to go back into the humility that you show. I was watching a clip where you talked about how you lost everything in a house fire.
Oh my God.
And how you had to start from scratch. Yeah. And that touched me, because right now I am going through my kitchen being renovated.
Girl.
And when I tell you,
girl,
it is such just, it's just an upheaval. So it really kind of let me be like, you know what, Jesus, at least my whole house ain't burnt up, because those are some moments, like you said, when God lets you know you rely on me. I'm everything that you need, right? And that's what you come to know. So,
and it was so crazy. I mean, because I'm here at my house now, girl. God, let me tell you, honey, he give you double and triple. Let me tell you,
gorgeous.
Did, honey. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna take you through the fire, but we're gonna build you up even bigger, even greater than you could have ever imagined. Yes. So it's a lesson in humility. It's a lesson in also being patient, letting go of control. It was worth it. And it was as hard as it was, but it was one of the best things that ever happened to me. So I'm just so grateful for the adversity. I'm grateful for the testimony. And I know we ain't talking about all of that, but honey,
but baby. Oh, we do all of that. We do all of that. We go to church and we get the tea in on here on this show. Okay.
Okay. Well, I got to get it in. Okay. Because the stressing was a blessing and a lesson. Won't he do it? And he did.
I love it. Yes, he did. Okay. And so actually what he also did is bring about your directorial debut with Who's Cheating Who. Wait a minute, and I could have swore that you have directed something before. I was looking at, I said, this is her directorial debut. I said, I could have swore she'd been,
I've been doing it, and I ain't true to this. I mean, I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. That's what I get for trying to be too. But I've been doing theater forever. And directing and, acting and performing and all of that. So maybe, I don't know, but it was such a natural transition for me. And it just felt like that good pair of pumps and shoes that were just already broken in and were just waiting for me to just step into them. Yeah, it was scary, but the greatest takeaway was to trust your gift. And I learned that. Trust your gift. And, maybe that's what I'm supposed to, sprinkle throughout the universe. And when I really trusted my gift, and it wasn't necessarily a gift of, directing. It was a gift of bringing people together from so many different walks of life and having a common goal and empowering each and every department and just all working together for this one goal. It was amazing. I mean, to the last day, because my favorite word was sparkle before we did a take or anything. Honey, when the exec producers of Swirl Film, that was the distribution company with BET Plus, when they came in with a picture of me on their chest and it said sparkle, I said, okay. Listen. I said, look at God.
When they have a t-shirt on her.
No, with a t-shirt and my face on it, saying sparkle.
Listen, that's like your trademark. It's okay because you sparkle. Ain't nothing but God. Because like I said, I've always loved you. And so when your rep emailed me the trailer, I said, oh, this is about to be a hot mess. And I love it. Like, this is, oh my goodness. Who's cheating who?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me drink some water on that one. Yes. Oh. Who's Cheating Who? Written by Charlotte Boyer. That's a whole other story.
She's going to be joining me in the bed, or are you going to be sleeping on the couch again?
People ask me, what is psychotherapy? Psychotherapy is a talking treatment. I'm Dr. Maxine Moore. Come on and see me, and let's talk.
Welcome, Stephanie. So tell me what's going on.
My husband won't touch me anymore, and it's been a couple of months.
Well, maybe he's the one that needs psychotherapy. I knew you would like it. It's like living on the edge, baby.
Hey, you reached Mason McKinney. Please leave your name, number.
So tell me, who's giving it to you?
I'm not doing this right now.
Let's talk more about you. Tell me about this man that you've been seeing.
Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Who was that?
Since when do you care about my business?
I'm your wife.
Dr. Moore, this is my husband, Mason.
Mason, I've heard so much about you, but I didn't know your name.
The hell are you doing?
Rule number 1, what happens in my sessions, stay in my sessions.
Come and meet me where you always find me.
Anyone here has anything that they would like to confess?
No.
You're sleeping with another woman, and you don't think she can feel that?
Steam it up in the bed.
You worried that he's gonna find out?
Was that your husband? I love my wife.
You're gonna regret this.
Let's get involved. I cut through the fog. Just one call, I know.
You know what?
Who directed that?
The cut up of it all. The cut up of it all.
Maybe the shenanigans. The shenanigans.
Now, Cynthia Bailey with the dominatrix energy. Let's go. Now, Cynthia Bailey has always been one of my fave top models, by the way.
I love her.
Way before Housewives, y'all. I loved me some Cynthia Bailey. And I have to stop calling him Eddie Winslow. Shout out to Darius.
Oh my God, please. Darius McCrary. Yes. Yes, because he ain't no Eddie on this one.
Not at all. And April Jones. I was impressed by her performance. And Blue Kimbo. Okay, Blue Kimbo.
I got the Avengers.
Yeah, let's talk about how this cast came together, please.
You know, it was nothing but God. And, you know, one thing that I loved about this project, it fell together seamlessly. And I'm not going to say it was all packaged, but Cynthia and I have the same manager. And, you know, there was a list that was already approved of certain names and things like that. And I prayed and I asked God, I said, I want a drama-free set. It's going to be my first time. I was like, looking at personalities, of course, looking at the talent. You know, I started there first, you know, in the skill set. But Cynthia had such a humility and she really wanted to do this, you know, and she had never really done, you know, a feature like this and been the lead. Same thing with April. April had done a lot of work, but I had never seen this side of her, that's soft and vulnerable and all of that. But I knew the other side was there, you know. And so I prayed. And then, you know, I've known Darius forever. One of my first films was with Darius. You know, we go back to before Kevin Hart was Kevin Hart. Okay. Yes, girl.
Okay, now you letting out the secrets.
Girl, I'm letting out the secret. No, not like that. But we were just all up and coming, you know.
Okay.
Blue Kimball, you know, I've been a fan of his work and it was just magical. And everything just all came together as it should. And I learned a lot as a first-time director too, because, you know, I didn't have a lot of final say, you know, in terms of the final casting, but I just prayed on it and it was perfect. It
needed to be a drama-free set with all the drama and all the S&M.
They have their, you know, entanglement, and then Melody and Maxine and Mason have their entanglement. Very interesting.
It's a mess. It's a mess. These character arcs. Audacity was at an all-time high. Audacity was on 10 with the shenanigans in this. So how did you get to it was written by someone, but how did you guide it as the director? Like,
you know what's very interesting, Charlotte Boyer, who had this amazing script and it had been workshopped. This has been in the process for about a good year and a half before we even shot it. And then there was the writer strike and all of that. And then the actor strike. So now we're stretching out a project that was going to be greenlit and done. Now it's like 2 years later. But we were consistently given notes. The characters' names changed. A lot of the situations, so much of the dialogue got chopped down because it was like maybe 120 pages and we had to get it down to under 90, you know. So how do we make this a piece of art that still has all of the integrity? It still introduces these characters, but it's not just talking heads, you know. And how do we make it something that is even more vibrant, you know, off the page than it is on the page? And so we work closely together. And James DeBose with In the Black Network, he was one of the producers, and he took us all out to lunch. And one of the things he sat down, he was like, what is the why? We want to do something that's not just another movie. Let's do something that potentially, you know, say something. We can show Black excellence in a different way. We can elevate the culture. We can, you know, do this, that, the other. And so all of those things were clicking behind the scenes. That was the machine behind it. And it just really, I can't take all the credit because the post-production, the edit, the trailer, you know, all of that stuff just looks amazing. My job was to come and get the best performances, the best look, putting that story together and telling a story that is not only, well, say that again.
That was sparkle.
It's sparkle. And honey, when I was like, oh, okay. And I hired, one of the best advices that I got, because I said, I want everyone to look beautiful. I want everyone to be sexy. And the DP that I had, you know, James Juhan, he came in and, you know, his lighting, his crew, his, you know, textures. I said, I want the camera to be another character, so to speak. I want it to always, I want the actors to always be moving. You know, I started as a dancer. So I just used everything that I know. And I was like, it's just going to move. And we're just going to just, and yeah.
It did. And I can tell, I love that you're multi-talented. And we're definitely, I want to get into Amazing Grace Conservatory as well. And that's why I said educate her as well. But I definitely, when I saw it, I was like, what makes this different from any other movie about cheating? Because, you know, that's the challenge, because infidelity is that old story.
It's rampant. It's out of control.
You know, right. And we know people, everybody know everybody. So those two couples mixing like that wasn't like, oh, such a surprise, because the world is small still. Even if we are in this vast universe, it's still people do run into each other. So I do love how the character arcs, how you all took time with those, I could tell. And then also, like I said, it just wasn't, someone on YouTube was like, this looks like a 2B 2.0. And I was like, no, this way different than that, baby. When as I progressed through watching it, and then at the end, I was like, oh, this is definitely getting a sequel. And I said, I could really see this being a series all up in here. We need to make this a series. Because
because she hitting them and quitting them, and we ain't gonna give away the plot, but she hitting them.
That's what I'm saying. I said it was genius. That twist, I was like, oh, I was sipping on my wine, like,
Next thing you know, you went through a bottle on this.
I was like, that was unexpected. I texted my best friend because we started watching it, and then she left. And when she got home, I said, girl, wait till this come on. Which, by the way, let's remind everyone, it's out now.
Yes. BET Plus. Get your subscriptions and your prescriptions.
Listen,
so you'll be ready.
And I love that Swirl Films. This is another one of their projects. They're known to have a pretty solid resume. So I love it. But I did want to ask you a couple questions about how your career and how you have maintained the longevity. What's the secret? And you still fine too. Can we clap it up for how fine Wendy Raquel is still?
This whole thing.
Listen, when I told my husband, I'm about to interview Tasha Mack, he was like, Tasha Mack, and he's like, Regina, I said, yes. So, but I understand admiration, because I feel the same way. Like, you've always been a dynamic character. And it makes sense that you're a dancer as well, because it's like your performance has always had a flow to it. So how have you maintained the longevity? No, I'm serious.
Thank you. You know, I freaking love what I do. I used to put on plays in my backyard when I was 7 years old. I grew up in South Central, so an active imagination, South Central LA. And it used to be like 20 kids on my block. And so every summer, you know, it's like, well, what we going to do for the block presentation, you know? And so I'd get everybody together, and, you know, we'd have dance, and we have art, and we have literature, and we do little sketches. And I mean, that was as far back as I know that I could do it. And then I was taking dance classes and acting classes. And, you know, I was this kid that just had way too much energy. I got kicked out of Hollywood High. I thought it was a dream deferred. But I went on to Howard. Long story, girl. We could be here forever.
I love it. HBCU. My daughter goes to Spelman. I love it. HBCU.
Yes. Come on, Kamala. And girl, we all over the place.
We're a mess. Let's bring it back.
I've never lost passion.
Right.
I have never lost my passion for it. And now it may seem like I've been working for a long time consistently, but there's a lot of times I've just been in the dugout waiting to get back up at bat, you know, but it's what do you do in the meantime, in between time, to stay true
Yeah.
to who you are, true
Yeah.
to your craft, and true to God, so that I'm not compromising anything. I'm not that thirsty. And I really have to say, without saying about my career, there's no way I could not talk about Amazing Grace Conservatory, because they're
Right.
the same. So it's like and I've been doing that 30 years.
Right. So let's talk about
That's
that.
great.
Because I definitely I want to highlight that. I love that, because we always need to continue on the legacy. Right. And
Yes.
the arts will always, unfortunately, they're not as funded as other
Right.
areas, but they need to be. And that's why places like Amazing Grace Conservatory are. So let's
Wow.
talk about that. That's why it's necessary.
It's so crazy. Amazing Grace Conservatory started with myself and my best friend, Tracy Lamar Crowley. He's out of Atlanta. He's gone on with the Lord now. But we were two struggling artists, and we were working at Marla Gibbs. She had a performing arts school. And I was teaching dance classes and some acting classes, and he was the voice teacher. And Marla Gibbs was like, I can't do this anymore. And she closed her doors, but she was like, I'm giving you the baton. And so she gave me and Tracy her blessing and the baton, and we carried it on. And we built something. We developed a curriculum. We didn't have no money. It wasn't like she gave us a space, honey. We were renting a church, the third floor of the church building. And it was like, come on, children. We were like the Pied Pipers of the community, because I know when I didn't I couldn't get work in the industry. I had left Howard, finished Howard. And Howard, one thing about an HBCU, it pumps up your head so big. It's like, I can do anything. And it's like, not without an agent, and you can't get no agent, and you can't get this. It was like, no. And it was like, okay, what do you know? I know what I can do. I know my gift. So we opened up a school. That was back then. And it started in 1996. Cut to, we've had over 10,000 artists to come through Amazing Grace Conservatory in South LA, including Issa Rae, including Ashton Sanders, including Elle Varner, including so many people. I had one of my alumni wrote for Biden and his speeches.
Baby. Wait a minute. So was it called Amazing Grace Conservatory when you all started it? Has it always been Amazing Grace?
No, I'm going to tell you. Okay. True story. Because if you don't mind your business will mind you. So when we left Crossroads Arts Academy, that was Marla Gibbs' space. It was called All God's Children. And we had a third partner who ran the business. And we were just teaching the classes.
Yeah, y'all was just happy to be there.
And the business went left. So once was blind, but now we see. So we kept the acronym AGC, All God's Children. And now it's Amazing Grace Conservatory. And that's been over 28 years. So yeah, we learned the lessons the hard way. If you, like, I'll say it again to everybody out there, if you don't mind your business will mind you.
But that Amazing Grace Conservatory I love that.
Girl,
that's so distinguished sounding, though. Maybe it was meant to be that. All God's Children is nice, but Amazing Grace just sounds so much more powerful.
Wow.
So maybe they have it for a reason.
Because guess what? It's the truth. And we sat around because all the kids call it AGC, and it was like, oh God. And we had to dissolve.
Think of something.
It's Amazing Grace Conservatory.
Yes.
And
Grace covers All God's Children. I mean,
it covers us all with grace.
Yeah.
And we teach, it's like, well, what do y'all do? It's like we teach acting, voice, dance, spoken word, media arts, digital arts. But more than that, we create these highly skilled career pathways. So no matter what these young people want to do, they have the skill set, the wherewithal, and the self-esteem that they can jump in. They can be the Roxys of the world, honey. They can be, they can be whoever they want to be. But it all starts with believing in themselves and their gift. So yeah, we're located in South LA, 2401 West Washington. And our website, go to our website, amazinggraceconservatory.org. And I'm so proud of the work that we are doing and that we have done. And wow, the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. It's so crazy.
Absolutely. I love
Yeah.
that. Oh, yes. And so back to the movie though, because we can circle back. Because I was gonna circle back. You know, I was gonna
Well,
circle
we a
back.
mess. You can't get us together.
I hope one day we do. But listen, we trying to take over. Don't worry, I was coming back to it. So what do you hope people will gain once they're watching?
I think, so many times we covet what others have. And especially on social media, it's a compare and despair. We think that, oh, I want what they have, or this, that, and the other. And it's like, water your grass in front of your house. Keep your house pure. You know what I mean? And even when you step out, there's going to be a consequence. For every action, there is a reaction.
Baby, I said, if nothing else, you don't learn to
karma,
mind the business that pays you, okay?
Karma, baby, it's real.
And not underestimate.
Don't underestimate the power of a woman.
I was a praying wife last night. Like, Lord, let me work on. Listen, hubby, I love you. Because I'll be married 22 years next month, and baby, the temptation be there. Okay.
Oh my God! Congratulations.
God, thank you, but God. Okay.
Wow.
But a movie like that, everybody needs to watch it. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I was watching that like, and it ain't been perfect, but baby, you got to work at it.
You got to work at it. It takes
because
work.
You don't know what you might be, baby. That movie was a perfect lesson of you don't know what you might be getting into when you don't do right.
When you don't
treat people right. When you don't do right.
Baby.
Listen. Okay. So I love it. And I'm definitely you definitely are driving that message home. And I just congratulations on it.
Thank you.
And all of that. And I wish we could go on and on, but I
girl. How come I'm just not meeting you? This is crazy. All these years.
That's okay. We gonna keep in touch. I'm right here. I'm based in Detroit, by the way. But hopefully, if you're ever in town, or hopefully I can travel to wherever you are, we definitely got to connect.
Girl, we do. Your energy is, your energy is contagious.
Again, let people know where they can watch it. And where they can find you.
Who's Cheating Who is out now. It's streaming now on BET Plus. So make sure you watch that. And you can follow me at I am Wendy Raquel, RAQUEL, just like that. I am Wendy Raquel because you ain't. And actually, I'm on Damon Wayans' new show, Papa's House on CBS, and that's going to start in October. So I'm so excited about that. And it's just I feel like it's
what network? Papa's House.
CBS.
Oh my God, that is gonna be a hoot! Oh my God,
October 23rd.
October 23rd.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all gotta watch.
I'm only on 4 episodes, but I'm working on a season.
I love it. Okay, I can't wait. So I like to always end every show, Wendy Raquel, with 5 favorites. Ooh. And I thank you again for coming. And this is not goodbye. This is see you later. Let's definitely keep in touch. I would love to have you back on at any time, and if any way I can be of service or whatever. We could do. I would love to collaborate. But 5 favorites. I want to start with has been your favorite role thus far?
My next.
Okay. Even better than Tasha Mack?
Yeah.
Favorite food?
Ooh. My mama's chili beans. And black eyed peas. My mama's
listen.
But I mean, I'm good for some Italian food. I'm good. I'm a foodie. I love
Favorite travel destination?
Oh, I'm Greece is on my vision board, and I want to spend more time in Africa. Yeah,
definitely on the bucket list. Okay, so favorite accessory?
Oh, lipstick and hoops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the glow of Jesus. Give me the glow of God. Yeah.
Listen. Okay. Yeah. Favorite hobby or pastime that helps you relax?
I still go to my dance classes every week. I love it. I love a good hip hop jazz class that just takes my mind. Because I have to be so present on the step, I can't think about anything. And I really got into walking during COVID. So I walk, like I do 5 miles like that, and just put on some great YouTubes and just listen to whatever I want to listen to, even if it's just music or even if it's nothing. But I enjoy that. Yeah.
I love it. All right. Well, thank you again, Wendy Raquel. And make sure you all watch Who's Cheating Who?
Who's Cheating Who?
You don't think you know, but then You're gonna think you know. So out now on BET Plus.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Wendy Raquel, and I
Thank
hope to see you
you.
sometime in the future in person. And looking forward
Absolutely.
to what's to come.
Because it's coming. Okay.
All
Thank
the
you.
time, all the time.
All right. What a pleasure.
All right.